Well, we're back with the cheap Chinese ultrasonic cleaner, and this time we're going to try it with Horolene. Now this is a fluid which is used by clock watch restorers, builders, to clean brass parts. It's a concentrate, so you have to dilute that 1 part to 7 parts water. And for our brass parts, the donor engine is going to be this nice little steam engine that I got from eBay. Not sure of the manufacturer or even if it was scratch built, but it certainly has got a lot of tarnished brass on it. So that's going to be our parts donor. I also thought this little video was a good opportunity to debut my new bench extension. So we'll just pull the camera out a little bit. Now, most of you guys that watch my channel that have workshops, you will have more space on top of your toolboxes than I have bench space. So any opportunity to increase the small amount of bench space I've got is very much taken. And I had this brainwave a while back, and I thought, right, this could actually work. I had this space to the right of my main bench, but obviously I can't block that off because that's the through passageway there. So I was looking around online, and I found these, you just probably see them there, collapsible shelf brackets. And I thought, oh, never seen those before, but it might be worth a try. Now, they are allegedly will handle 330 pounds of weight, which is quite, or more than I'm ever going to put on it. And yeah, so whilst it's only about 15 inches of extra depth, compared to my little tiny bench that I did have, as you can see there, it's a tiny little bench, but yeah, that's going to make a lot of difference, just that little tiny extra bit. So yeah, we're going to spread out onto that for this video. Right, let's get on with it. So strip the little engine down, and we go over here. You can see these are the donor parts. These are the parts that are going into the ultrasonic cleaner, and this is what they look like now. I said, hopefully they'll look completely different when they come out. Alright, let's get the ultrasonic cleaner fired up. Right, I've got the fluid in there, and my god, this stuff stinks. This is eye-wateringly stinky stuff. So I'm going to let it warm up for a bit, and then I'm going to put the parts in. But you can have a quick look at it now. It's a kind of very sort of milky coloured fluid. So that's what it looks like. That's 7 parts water, 1 part Horolene. And my god, it does stink. So we're going to put the top back on. Just as a side note, when I did the first video on the ultrasonic cleaner, I didn't actually explain what was going on with the temperature readout, mainly because I didn't read it properly. So what you've got is, on the left, the 50 is the set temperature. That's the temperature you want the fluid to get to. The flashing temperature on the right is in fact the actual measured temperature at the moment, and obviously that will continue to flash, and hopefully that will continue to climb until it reaches the set temperature. So that's what that's all about, and I didn't really get that when I did the first video. So that's just to clarify the point. Well, we're getting close to temperature. I've set the timer for 15 minutes, so I think it's time to put the parts in the bath. I'm going to use a glove on this because this stuff is supposed to be pretty corrosive. And it really is smelly. Right, let's start this up. Here we go. It's interesting, you can already see dirt coming up through the fluid. Right, let's leave that running and see what happens. Well, the cleaner's coming up on 15 minutes, so it should turn off. I've got a bath of water ready to put the stuff in. That should switch off when the counter on the right gets to 0. and then we'll fish the parts out and see how we've done. Right, all done. So let's change the camera angle so you can see me take the parts out. Yeah, that's definitely warm. This is a lot dirtier now than it was when we started. So let's see if we can find some of our parts. Okay, so there's the flywheel, and that's an amazing transformation on the brass, and it's even started to take the paint off. Now I'm probably going to have to empty the fluid out for most of these parts because I'm just not going to be able to get them out like this. Well, say that, there's the cylinder again. Quite an amazing transformation. Okay, well let me get the other parts out and then we'll have a close-up look at what it's done. Well, there you go. Those are the parts, the brass parts that I put in the wash. 15 minutes with the Horolene cleaner solution, and what an amazing difference. It's done a really, really good job. Now, what I really need to do is the same thing, but without using the ultrasonic cleaner, so that we can determine how much of the cleaning process is due to the fluid and how much is due to the cleaner. But certainly, you know, if it's going to do this on brass, then I have got no problem in using this in future to clean up all my small brass parts, because that is pretty damn good. Interestingly, it hasn't really had much of effect on the steel. I mean, obviously this is the crankshaft, and I put that in there, but as you can see, that's still, you know, pretty badly corroded. So it really is only effective on brass by the look of it, but on brass it does an absolutely brilliant job. Let's come out and have a look at the back. Where were we? Yes, there we go. Right. So yeah, so that's the cheap Chinese ultrasonic cleaner again, which I think definitely is paying for itself, and I shall be using this a lot in the future when I do my steam engine restores. And obviously this is the start of the restore on this little tiny unknown UK engine from eBay, which will be the subject of a video on its own, obviously. But for now, I think that will do with regard to the cheap Chinese ultrasonic cleaner. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. Cheers.